the section. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. It's running a little late, but you know, things happen. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button. And let's have a conversation. Bear with me, y'all. My bad. Doing something right here. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my third channel, Bear Cave Entertainment. I will be putting the link in the description. Let me do that for you right now. I'm a little annoyed this morning. You know. A little bit annoyed this morning. But we cool. Go subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. Let me pin that for you. Give me a second. Or, well, whatever, man. Right. And, by the way, y'all may have forgotten, but I didn't. It's actually you knuckle draggers' favorite day of the week. It is
Monkey Tuesday.
You nasty flea pickers. Do this roll call. G McCall, Kawhi Elliott, Dow Big G. Sensei Stormy B, man, is in here hard and heavy. Yes, sir. Rod Neal, Jalen Rose. I'm sorry, Jalen Rose, Jalen Hudson. I was just watching highlights of Jalen Rose. That's why. Earlier this morning. Underrated player. Son Moses, Black Martial Arts Society. Dill Spoolie, accurate. I can't read everybody. Let's get it on. Donovan, what up? Ratchet, what up? What up? What up? Rashad. Mac Harley, what up, man? All right, let's do this. Snoop, what up? I want y'all to know that Sam Max, salute. I want y'all to know that it's happening, and I want people to understand that you fangirls, y'all did this. Y'all did this. Don't complain later. Y'all did this. Y'all absolutely did this. I want you to remember all of the years where we were talking about, yo, just if this guy has a belt and he has a mandatory, just fight him. Monster Musa, salute. If this guy has a belt and he has a mandatory, just fight him. If this guy has a belt and this guy in another sanctioning body got 100 million fans, but he's ranked number 10, I don't care about those fans. Let him work. Let him work to earn his spot. You know what I'm saying? It used to be that when people would get paid step aside money, you know, but that'd be up to the fighter. Hey man, you know, this guy over here in the WBO, although he's ranked number 7, it's a rivalry. It's a rivalry, you know what I'm saying? Because this guy's from this country and that guy's from that country, and the fans are talking. The fans are talking, man. So I know you're the mandatory and you should be fighting them in about 2 months, but you know, we're gonna pay you, $900,000 to step aside to let this fight happen because it's better for business. They used to leave that up to the fighter. They used to leave that up to the fighter. Now, these big wigs, they just, hey man, look, let me move you aside. I'm gonna make this happen. They don't even do that anymore. Freedom's March, BVO, salute. Del Riv, salute. They don't even do that anymore. They don't. They just say you are fighting him, and that's just what's happening. That's the end of it. They manipulate the rankings. People pop up in the rankings. You don't even know how the hell they got there. And people accept it. And they take that mediocre nonsense and it's pushed off as excellence. And meanwhile, you say, oh man, this guy's knocking everybody out. He's doing this, he's doing that. Meanwhile, he got contemporaries all over the place and the best is not fighting the best. And you put up with it and put up with it and put up with it. And while we're distracted online, arguing with each other, you have real supporters of the sport saying, hey man, look over here. This guy's his number one contender. This guy's his mandatory. This guy's ranked lateral to him. This guy has a belt. Why not no unification? Instead of that, you guys go with the popular guy, the guy with the greasy hair, the guy with the tattoos, the guy with the chrome hearts, the guy with a billion Instagram followers. You go with the freak show. And the real supporters of the sport, we don't lose track of what's going on. We don't lose track of what's going on. You know what happens? The inmates start running the asylum. There are no real boxing supporters in America. Let's just be honest about that. We're dying off. Other supporters just got sick of the politics and nonsense and say, you know what, I can't follow this. How many belts are there? What happened to the IBO? What happened to the NABF? What happened to that? They're gone, right? We don't know what, y'all don't know what happened. I know they're not around anymore. Interim title. European title. It's garbage. Silver champions. Franchise champions. And y'all accept it because you either A, have unconditional love for the fighter that's benefiting from it, or B, the fighter that it's gonna hurt and you don't like anyway, it benefits you. You don't do what's right for the sport. I was dealing with a lab rat and Salute the Freedom's March in that super chat, much love. He said, salute my bro. Stay grinding, my guy. I'm on a job, good brother. Salute, man. Thank you so much. And you do the same. Much love. Aaron, salute. Kev's video, salute. He said, and of course, Taco Head guy agrees with Dana. Of course he does, because he's one of those dudes benefiting from the dysfunction. He has a huge YouTube channel. He's seeing money from that, and he's been assimilated by DAZN. So they took a yellow Buckeye dude, and they threw him in there to have his eyes 3D out his head. And people say, well, I don't know much about boxing. Let's find out what his YouTube channel is. Oh, look, he got 100,000, 200,000 subs. He got to know what he's talking about. Absolutely not. He's been assimilated like the Borg on Star Trek. Shout out to my nerds out here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Resistance is futile looking ass. So he agrees. Coach Hudson, salute. So he agrees. 88, what up? Abdullah, what up? He agrees with the Muhammad Ali Act being defunct. He agrees with that. I want y'all to take notes of all of this stuff, man. Clarence, what up, brother? Bronx on deck. I want y'all to take note of all of this stuff. Don't cry later. Don't cry later. Do you realize that when these panels get open, you'll have, let's say you'll have 6 people on the panel. On average, half of those people don't know what the hell's going on. Do you realize they don't know what the hell's going on? They can't have a conversation like this and understand why it's dangerous. Because they are a fan of a fighter. They don't support the sport as a whole. So when we say things like, yo, I know you got a man crush on Tank Davis, but
man crush.
What he's doing and how he's moved didn't benefit the sport at all. And when all they can come back to you and say is you're hating on the black man for getting his money, you know they're not paying attention to what's going on. If that's the case, you hating on every black fighter he didn't fight. Who were his contemporaries? And why y'all acting like we didn't come at Canelo the same way? It's like, oh, hold on, dude. David Benavidez, and he openly ducked him and told you, no, the guy's too big. All he has to add on Fight Night is an additional 20 pounds. So what? You're Canelo, right? We're not asking you to do the impossible. Y'all in the same weight class at that time, right? Right, but a decade ago, when we said, hey, I want Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao like everybody else, but man, he got to get on OSDT. What were we met with? Floyd's trying to change the rules. Change the rules? Wait a minute. You see that WBO strap that Manny Pacquiao got? Asked him, how do you get it? You're going to get a blank stare. Then they're going to go to Google. Then just let them know, yo, look, he beat Miguel Cotto for that. Yeah, he beat Miguel. Yeah, do you know that Miguel Cotto was made to come in on Fight Night at 145 pounds? So what? It's only 2 pounds. No. It's not only 2 pounds. Weight loss at these lighter weights is a science. And why the hell was he ordered to come in at 145 pounds? He is the welterweight champion. What weight is welterweight? 147, right? Usually you make weight and then you just rehydrate. No. He had to be 145 the night before and 145 on Fight Night. That's why he lost to Manny Pacquiao. He gassed out. He wasn't healthy. But why was he made to do that? And he was the champion. Miguel tell you, man, you know, I understand that was business. No, fuck that, man. He should have been loud about it. Yeah, I'm going to do it, but look what they're doing to me. Now imagine one person doing that to every fighter under one umbrella. Just imagine that. I used to read Pactard say, hey, if Floyd's defense is so good, it shouldn't matter whether Manny's on steroids or not. Floyd's trying to change the rules. He is? Wait a minute. Manny Pacquiao wanted his choice in glove size, which is all determined by the weight division. He wanted his choice in ring size. He wanted a smaller ring because he didn't want Floyd to run. He wanted to fight in Dallas instead of Las Vegas. Floyd agreed. He wanted a catch weight of 145. Sound familiar? And he wanted Floyd charged $10 million for every pound he came in overweight, because this was right after he came out of retirement and beat Marquez and couldn't properly make the weight. For example, so if Floyd came in at 147 at the weigh-in, he had to call for 20 mil. Floyd agreed to all of that. He agreed to all of that. All Floyd wanted was one thing: OSDT, and it took them 5 years to get that done. So for 5 years, online, they were talking about how Floyd is a chicken and trying to change the rules. Wait a minute. Manny wanted like 4 or 5 things, and Floyd agreed to that. He wanted 1. What are you talking about? And all of those things are negotiable. So how's that for changing the rules? But meanwhile, our brother Nonito Donaire says, hey, man, I'm going to do, random testing. And they applauded him. So I said, well, you're not going to say anything? How do you say you racist prick in Tagalog? How do you say that? You see what I mean? Because those were the Pinoys online fussing with me. I was like, well, shit, what the hell? What's going on here? I want to fight like y'all want to fight. Tell Manny to say yes. Felix, salute, brother. Jose, what up? Prize fighter. If I miss you in the chat, know I love you. Todd Swindle, salute. So think about all the dirty tricks that's been played, those things in between that we looked at and said, man, that ain't right. What are we going to do when it's under one umbrella and we really can't do anything about it? Xavier, salute. What are we going to do? You got the inmates running the damn asylum. That's what's happening here. Now, back to my example about the panels. How do you judo that? Y'all know what judo is? All it is using your opponent's weight against them. Now, how the hell do you do that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Abdul. I don't know. Tagalog, Bakla, I don't know what it is. Oh, Bakla, though? From what I remember, because they were clowning big. They were calling gay weather and gay runner. Everything was gay, gay, gay with them. So I said, whoa, what the fuck is Bakla? And I found this video. Bakla, from what look, I don't know how real it is or whatever, but from based off of what I found, it's a person that doesn't identify with a gender. And dudes be out there banging baklas. So I started calling the Paktas paklas. They ain't like that. It will go off. Yeah, shut up, pakla. I know what y'all doing over there. Y'all get home from a hard day's work and your wife ain't enough. So that bad bitch you slaying in the bedroom. Detachable penis. Village Brother, salute. Anyway. What do I know? How do we judo the idiots? Because they're more fangirls than they are real supporters of the sport. When we talk about the sport, we're always planning 3 or 4 fights ahead. We factor in where the fight's being held, who's holding the event, who's the referee, who are the judges. We factor in all of that. Oh, man, it's going to be a great fight. And then we see, oh, my God, there go Weinsfeld. Oh, man, Weinsfeld. Uh-oh. See, we factor in all of that. The fanatic just shows up. Yeah, this is going to be a great fight. How do you judo that? Like I told you. Yeah, Cheatham. You got a goddamn a judge. Literally, the judge name is Cheatham. That's something out of a cartoon. When I saw that dude's name, I said, this is not real life. That's his name. Well, what can I tell you? Your man's name is Cheatham. Joe Townsend, salute. for our sniper. Dragon Fang, salute. When you're trying to talk about the future of the sport, we're always thinking 3 steps ahead because we do want what's best for boxing. We want it to be around. We grew up on this. The majority of us did. A lot of these dudes just got here. So when you're on a panel and when you're on a panel and you're legitimately having a conversation, about a fighter, and you're voicing your general concern about the sport, and okay, this fight is good, but hey man, this company is on shaky legs. What are these fighters gonna do? And oh God, where they gonna end up? And this is mandatory, but this is gonna happen. This might happen. That might happen. It's a little, it's touch and go right now. It's a little nervous out here. What we doing? Feel me? What's next? It's difficult. Man, salute, Stormy. Thank you so much. It's difficult trying to maintain that type of conversation from general concern for the sport of boxing when you got fangirls who root for one fighter and they're not going to be around for the long haul. Because when that person leaves, they gonna leave. And all I'm saying is, when they leave, go with them. Because I'm tired of y'all being in the middle of our conversations. You can ask those fangirls, hey man, what do you think about this Dana White thing and the Muhammad Ali Act? They don't have anything to say. Now I'm gonna play this for you. And salute to my brother BFTB. I'm gonna play this for y'all. Because something was brought to my attention. And I didn't think it was real because I missed this. But it happened. And this is all relevant to what I'm saying today. I don't care who gets offended. But this is all relevant to what I'm saying today. Because while we're worried about the future of the sport, this Dana White shit is really happening. And this is what these are the type of fanatics I don't care to deal with. Because I'm thinking 12 steps ahead. Like, okay, what's next, man? This can't happen. That can't happen. And this is the direct result of this little motherfucker, like, not doing what he's supposed to do. And I got to deal with fanatics that want to argue that feel this way. Just listen to this.
Like y'all start to get y'all motherfuckers. If anybody saw the old movie Bambi, you niggas get Twitter pated. You niggas get Twitter pated when you see this. That movie, that song SWV comes on. All you niggas get weak in the knees. Y'all see this motherfucker? I don't know what's going on, bro. I swear, I don't. What type of hold does this man have on y'all? What type of hold, bro? Where my brother Byron is so consistent. Byron is one of the top dudes. Deadass, he's one of the top dudes. This dude is so good at debate, like he's so knowledgeable. But when this nigga said he gets butterflies, you are a homosexual. You are a homosexual, bro.
I tell you, Mag is a
homosexual, bro. You are a homo.
God damn.
Change your name to Delicious, nigga. You are a homo.
Damn, man.
Bro. It ain't that serious, though.
Come
like,
on, man.
Dude.
Extend your full name from Mag to Magnum Condom.
what the it's kind of pretty before it gets started.
Now, I missed that part. And shout out to the brother that sent me that. Because I thought y'all was just playing. I'm dead serious. I thought I was saying, nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I thought y'all was just clowning. He ain't say. He absolutely said it, and I didn't know. I thought he was on the panel and said it. No. The man put it in writing. The man put it in what? The man put it in writing. Now look, man. Look, man. I'm not arguing about anything over a man that says that about another fighter. That's a male fighter at that. Oh, Clarence, I'm gonna run it again. Because I need y'all to understand he's part of the problem. Only in boxing can a person come on a panel and say, I'm a casual, but will still argue you down. Only in boxing that'll happen. You will never go, and I'm sure this is on YouTube, you will never go, let's say you go to a football page. You go to a football page, right? Geo James, salute. Let's say you go to a football page. And it's a panel of 10 people. And you got 5 Cincinnati Bengals fans versus 4 New York Giants fans. And that one New York Giants fan is up there because he's a fan of whoever the goddamn running back is for whatever reason. And that's all he knows because he's from his city. And when they go to him, he's talking about him like he's Walter Payton. We know that's not true. And then when everyone on the panel, even the Giants fans, are hitting him with facts, I'm like, yo, hold on, calm down. I appreciate you rooting for our team, but so-and-so, our running back, is not the next Walter Payton. And then they go to, why you hating on the black man? He just signed a big contract. He's getting his money. Why you hating on him getting his money? Bro, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the greater good of the sport. God damn it. What are you on? That don't happen in the NFL. That don't happen in the NBA. That don't happen in MLB. Hell, it don't probably happen in bowling. Boxing is the only sport where this level of dysfunction exists. And with all of this dysfunction existing, a guy like Dana White could walk through the front door and change the goddamn Muhammad Ali Act. And I bet you if you ask Mag 7, and I know he's probably listening now, I'm giving you homework. They don't even know what the hell the Muhammad Ali Act is and what it does. So when news like this happens, you don't even care because all you know is one fighter. That's all you know. That's why I don't even take dudes like that serious. I'm like, how is this guy existing? And there's a lot of people like that. And this is what I'm saying. You can't support the moves of a guy like Tank Davis and say you actually love the sport of boxing. When I say love the sport, what do you love? You just want to see your guy that's from your city go in there and beat up anyone. But what happens when someone starts fighting his ass back? You get Lamont Roach. Okay, we'll run it back. And he's like, no, go to hell. And you can't tell me what to do, and I don't like you anyway. And this dude will still get on a panel and talk him up and try and make us believe that we're the villains. Us. We're the villains. We're the villains. That's the difference. How many times do I have to say, man, I didn't have a problem with Tank. All he had to do was fight his contemporaries. I wasn't asking him. Now, but watch this. If 4 years ago I asked him to fight a light heavyweight, y'all have called me a hater. Right? Man, Tank need to go up and fight Artur Beterbiev. Yo, come on, Drew. He's 135. You just hating. So. You say he knock out everybody. Leonard Ellaby said he knocks out heavyweights, so he can go fight Artur Beterbiev. Nah, you just hating. You just hate. And you know what? I would be. Had I said that, that is the furthest thing from my mind. I'm just asking to knock out the people at 135, and then Devin was too big, but he went to 140. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? Now I can legitimately say, hey, man, he could dead-ass fight David Benavidez because Jake Paul's heavier than him, too. He could fight Bivol. He could fight Beterbiev. He could fight Benavidez. He could fight Anthony Yard. He's fighting a cruiserweight. And then when you close all those doors, what happens? Now I'm hating on the black man for getting his money. You just ask all of those idiots, man, what's the Muhammad Ali Act? Yeah. What's the Muhammad Ali Act? Why is this important? What I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that those frivolous arguments, entertaining people that don't know anything, while all of that's happening, and we're laughing at these cats and it's all funny, Dana White made a move. And he already did it in California. Did y'all know that? Did you know that? This is why, look, some of it goes viral. It makes for good comedy online. But enough's enough. I can't deal with that when this is happening, man. Fighters are about to get hurt behind this. They're about to get hurt. And the casuals that want an education, you know what they do? They run to the big channels. Oh, he got 100,000 subscribers. He got to know what he's talking about. Oh, his eyes is bucking out of his head. And he's also on DAZN. He got to know what he's talking about. No, he does not. He is a paid operative. Tay, good morning. Jim Diamond, salute. He's a paid op. He is a company man. How many times did you hear this? And I'm not picking on Mag. I'm pointing out the facts. I'm just like I don't got to lie on Tank. I ain't got to lie on Mag. How many times he got on my panel or on BF's panel and said, oh, well, Showbiz said, I don't care what Showbiz, Thomas, what up? I don't care what he said. I don't care what he said. That dude doesn't know anything. We got someone in the White House right now. Did you vote for him? Do you trust him? But he's the goddamn president. So please don't tell me about somebody's giant ass YouTube channel. Read this. Dana got his boyfriend in the White House to help move this along without proper protocols. Y'all forgot he's friends with Donald Trump? Forgot? The Muhammad Ali Act protected the fighter. Now he's painting this picture. The Muhammad Ali Act protect the fighters against guys like this. Talk to anybody in the, you know what you do? Go talk to Francis Ngannou and ask him why he left. Bulk of the money that Conor McGregor made came outside of the UFC. He is a cash cow, but he got other deals. It's ridiculous, man. If you're just pulling up, this is the type of shit. This is who I'm not arguing with anymore. Just listen.
like y'all start to get y'all motherfuckers. If anybody saw the old movie Bambi, you niggas get Twitter pated. You niggas get Twitter pated when you see this. That movie, that song SWV comes on. All you niggas get weak in the knees. Y'all see this motherfucker? I don't know what's going on, bro. I swear, I don't. What type of hold does this man have on y'all? What type of hold, bro? Where my brother Byron is so consistent. Byron is one of the top dudes. Dead ass, he's one of the top dudes. This dude is so good at debate, like he's so knowledgeable. But when this nigga said he gets butterflies, you are a homosexual. You are a homosexual, bro.
I tell you, Mag is a
Mag is a homosexual, bro. Bro, you are a homo.
God damn.
Change your name to Delicious, nigga. You are a homo.
damn, man. Bro.
It ain't that serious though.
Come
like,
on, Mag.
dude.
Extend your full name from Mag to Magnum Condom.
Now look, I'm not. Did I make it up or did that happen? I missed that. Y'all had to tell me about that, and the brother sent it to me. Am I making it up or did that happen? And he put it in writing. My point is, we gotta stop making it a priority, arguing with the Mag 7s of the world. Y'all think I'm just playing when I say, yo, look, Tank need to just fight and retire. Keep your word. Don't come back. Go away and take your goddamn fanatics with you. Leave. Get out of here. They'll put you in their own personal Hall of Fame. When Hall of Fame conversations come about for you in about 2 to 5 years, let them fight on your behalf. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. They have their own peanut gallery. I'm disappointed in the kid. I wanted what was best for him, but he didn't want what was best for himself. He wanted, well, as far as career is concerned, he wanted to line his pockets. You know what? Get your money, young man. Take care of those girls, young man. Stop dealing with these ain't-ish chicks, young man, but get out the way now. Goodbye. And take your goddamn fans with you. Because while that's going on, we got Dana White doing this. I can't deal with you. I can't entertain you and be quiet about this. It's like trying to take an algebra test, but meanwhile, you got a 2-year-old running around. It's 10 questions, but you got 5 minutes to do it, and you got to make sure the baby don't pull shit off the damn counter. I'm not doing it, man. Get out of here, man. The man came up here and he says, well, I'm a casual. You have no argument. He's not even a casual. He's a fan of one guy. We got to stop giving these dudes stop. Just stop giving them the mic. This is what Dana White's doing. This is real shit. This is what we wanted to prevent. I said a while ago, if all of the talent was fighting their contemporaries, there wouldn't have been shit for Turkey to do other than to provide a new venue in Saudi. Don't worry, Turkey. You ain't got to put no money up to make these impossible fights happen, because the fights are happening already. But thanks to people saying, oh, this fight's not ready yet, and this hasn't marinated yet, you have fans talking like they're actually in the goddamn business rooms. They're in the offices. Oh, this fight's not ready yet. It's not marinated. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear any of it. That doesn't make any sense. He has a belt. He's a mandatory. They fight. Period. Now, your ass gonna get that with Dana White. But all that money that Turkey been throwing around, he's gonna ration that out. He's gonna treat y'all like dogs. Hey, come on, Turkey. He doesn't. I mean, come on. You want to pay him $7 million? Here's what you do. give him 2. Let me hold on to the 5, and I'll ration that out. Turkey don't give a fuck. Look, I trust you. You know, I'm going to give you this budget. I'm going to give you this money. You ration it out. Let's get the fights going. I just want to get business to Saudi. He's not overseeing any of this. He brought in this WWE guy. He brought in Dana White. And now you niggas is in trouble. Now y'all are in trouble. Kev's videos in that super chat salute, brother. He says, like Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour 2, follow the rich white man if you want to find the scandal. Amen. Amen. Y'all see how many Republicans are getting locked up? MP, what up, brother? Good to see you. How many of those dudes how many of these dudes, these Republicans, these judges, these cops, PDF files getting locked up? Y'all see that? There's like 50 of them. I couldn't believe it. I thought, man, please. There's like 50 of them. In that Bible Belt in the United States. They believe in their Bible and their guns. Oh, my gun. Where I get my gun? I'm going to get my gun. Yeah, my Bible's not Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Exactly, Thomas. That's what I'm saying. In the long run, he's going to run boxing like the UFC in the long run. In the long run. Yes. There's going to be one face, one name. And these clowns really going to be crying then. Let me read this. Dana White's rival speaks out following unanimous approval of Muhammad Ali Act update amid ongoing debate. This was October 16th. Okay? Dana White's longtime rival responds after lawmakers unanimously approved changes to the Muhammad Ali Act and a move that could reshape fighter pay and industry regulation despite strong pushback. Dana White's efforts to expand into professional boxing took a significant step on October 15th as the California State Athletic Commission voted to approve the Muhammad Ali American Boxing Revival Act with new additions, which means they just modified it. Imagine a unanimous vote in the United States to modify the U.S. Constitution. What do you think they will put in that? Man, listen. I'm telling you. White's plan allows Zuffa Boxing to operate while recognizing only the ring belt and giving boxers more choice in their careers. You see how he's painting it? White emphasized that he is not changing the Muhammad Ali Act itself, but making modifications to support Zuffa Boxing initiative. This development is central to his long-term vision for the sport. What did that just mean at the end? His long-term vision of the sport. What is that long-term vision? So this ain't going to affect the 4 sanctioning bodies. But if you fighting in Riyadh/Zuffa, he's running it like the UFC. Go talk to Francis Ngannou about this. He's going to tell you flat out that even if you're slow, he's going to say, oh, man, he wants to run it. He wants to run Zuffa Boxing like how he ran the UFC, which is why I ran the fuck out of there. That's why I ran out of there. John Jones, same thing. Well, similar. They said the development is central to his long-term vision of the sport. Are y'all paying attention? Yeah, Freedom's March, could you imagine what these dudes will do if they say, look, let's amend the amendments? Can you imagine what that would mean for real, for people of color in this country? Can you imagine? I better wake up. Opposition faces unanimous approval. Some figures in combat sports raised concerns about the modifications, arguing they could diminish the sport's history and limit fighter influence. UFC veterans Matt Brown and Kajan Johnson spoke against the act during discussions. Despite their objections, the California State Athletic Commissions voted unanimously in favor. Nick Khan, WWE president and TKO executive, praised the decision and noted the support of Muhammad Ali's wife. Khan stated, as the commission is fully aware, the Muhammad Ali American Boxing Revival Act is supported by Lani Ali, wife of the greatest Muhammad Ali. We know Lani personally and can share with what she said to us. This is a great opportunity for boxers, and this is what Muhammad Ali would have wanted. Is there any video of her saying this? I'm just curious. How old is that woman? Thank you, Coach Hudson. How old is she? And I'm asking for a friend. First of all, I need to see proof that she said that shit. I need proof. Oscar De La Hoya said, now let me say this. Oscar's a weirdo, but you always heard me say, as weird and crazy as Oscar is, God damn it, I'm not going to say anything about his pro boxing career. That man was a dog. Yes, Oscar De La Hoya is a dog. Oscar De La Hoya was like that. Don't argue with me. Don't even try it. Check the resume. That's all I'm going to say. It's not up for discussion. Oscar De La Hoya was a dog in that ring. I have nothing bad to say about his boxing career. Is he an asshole today? Yes. Is he a clown? Yes. Is he on drugs and all of that? All of that. Some freakazoid dude, all of that. But boxing, I have nothing bad to say about him. Oscar De La Hoya reacts. He said, longtime rival Dana White addressed the ruling via his Instagram story, reminding boxing fans of the sport's historical focus. He says the main goal for a fighter should be always to fight for the WBC, WBA, IBF, and the WBO. But it goes on to say, De La Hoya's remarks highlight an ongoing debate over balancing innovation in the sport with preserving its legacy. Yeah, that's another thing. There is no legacy. But you know what? Let me pause here for a minute. Oscar played into that. Oscar's the one that moved a lot of people around that was under his banner too. So some of this shit is his fault. Let me go on record and saying that. Some of this shit is your fault, Oscar. Like I said, if boxing was doing what it was supposed to do, there will be nothing for Dana White or Peter Khan or Turki Al-Sheikh to do. Turki Al-Sheikh would have to ask, hey, I want to get into boxing. Y'all want to throw some fights down here? Hey, man, WBO champion. You know, they want him to fight the WBA champion. Hey, look, I could foot the bill so both of y'all will get y'all money, but throw it down here in Riyadh season. Show me some love. I could finance y'all. If everybody was doing what they were supposed to do. But you have Matchroom over here, Queensbury over here, the PBC over here, Top Rank over here, and everyone has a fighter that they're trying to protect because that's their investment, and nobody's fighting. You know who is fighting? Us on the internet. AJ Wilder. Never happened. See what I mean? Rick, what up? Never happened. Juanma Lopez and Yuriorkis Gamboa. Never happened. See what I mean? Louis Hinton, salute. What? I don't recall why, but Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko never happened. Lomachenko and Tank never happened. I'm talking before the pandemic. After Salido, but before the pandemic. Please don't tell me that Tank couldn't have got him, man. I think he'd have got him. Y'all want to blame Floyd? Well, don't blame Floyd because Leonard Ellaby says, no, Tank picks the fights. I said, well, Tank was quiet when Floyd said, no, we're about to make 9-figure paydays and Loma old and he got to fight now. And with respect to Ali's wife, I don't think she knows what she's talking about. And I'm saying this respectfully. I'm saying this very respectfully. Sounds like what they did, they just ran out to get her to co-sign. She's not following this shit. If she was, where is she? Am I wrong on that? What is she doing in boxing? Other than having Muhammad's last name? And probably showing up to events. What is she doing? And I'm being respectful. It sounds like they made this proposal, you know, put a piece of shit on the plate and decorated it and made it sound good to her. Don't you think it was a sales pitch? Don't you think this is what your husband would have wanted? Yes. Sounds good. Enoch in that super chat salute. He says depth of matchups has gone down. With dreams of Canelo, money is gone via the UFC model. Yes. Parents will get him into get up to paying sports, dropping cards, and more cost in the industry, money, and the suits who run it long term. Basically, I need y'all to understand, and salute Enoch, basically what the brother's saying is, Dana White is gonna be, look, I never thought it was fair that the fighter is in the ring getting his head punched in and he never saw 100% or a majority of the money because he was doing the majority of the work. It should be fighter, trainer, and the team, and then you know, the promoters and the managers get their cut. But the fighter's the one actually getting the work done. The trainer is helping the fighter get prepared to get the work done. Though that right there, fighter trainer. You know, back in that super chat, he says, dropping depth in cards. Yeah, I understand, brother. Dana White will be seeing a bulk of the money. He's going to ration it out. I'm skipping to the chase here. This is not a good idea. With regulatory approval, Dana White's Zuffa Boxing is positioned to launch operations in 2026. Support from figures like Nick Khan and approval from the California State Athletic Commission gives the promotion a strong foundation, even as critics remain cautious about how changes will affect traditional boxing structures. Now, I'm reading this, right? How many casuals even know what the fuck I'm talking about and why this is dangerous? Here's another article. The California State Athletic Commission voted 6-0 to endorse the Muhammad Ali Act, Boxing Renaissance. They call it the Renaissance Act, a reform bill that promises to redefine the labor and competitive model of professional boxing across the United States. Introduced July 23rd by Representatives Brian Jack and Sharice Davis. That was a Democrat and a Republican. The legislation builds on the 2000 Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act, because it was in 2000, and the 1996 Professional Boxing Safety Act. There's a word. Safety Act. Safety. Imagine, you know, you have a fight and you have a little bit of nerve damage. Doctor says, hey, you ain't gonna be ready to fight in 3 months. You need about 6 months. You know what Dana White's gonna do to you? Especially if you're not what's good for business, but you're mandatory is from one of those countries that'll fly from all four corners of the globe and sell out an arena. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna take that belt from you. Ain't gonna be no interim. Oh, you can't defend it in 3 months? This belt needs to be defended every 3 months. We're putting you to work. You can't defend it? Okay. I gotta take it off of you. I'm gonna take it off of you. And there's a number 3 contender, and your mandatory will be fighting the number 3 because the number 1 contender got some shit lined up. And when you get well, don't worry, you'll get an opportunity to fight them then, but I got to keep it pushing because this is business. It seeks to establish an alternative regulatory system designed to protect fighters, boost pay, and improve safety standards. That was the Boxing Safety Act. Right? The CSAC support marks a significant development in an increasingly divided combat sports industry. Promoters and executives have largely welcomed the move because it benefits them, like I said, while traditional boxing figures and former fighters have expressed concern that the reform could centralize too much power among major promoters. I just told y'all. I just gave you an example. Supporters call it a historic opportunity for fighters. During the public session, WWE president, I don't know how the fuck he's even involved in this, and TKO Group board member Nick Khan praised California's decision. Speaking on behalf of Zuffa Boxing, Dana White affiliated company, Khan said the bill would create more opportunities, better pay, and higher safety standards for boxers. I don't believe you. They also talk about Lonnie Ali. Promoters Tom Loeffler, we all know who that is, and Corey Rapax, whatever. Former referee Big John McCarthy, that's one of the original refs for UFC. Ex-UFC fighter Chris Leben and former champion Forrest Griffin also voiced support, arguing the bill could breathe new life into boxing at a time when mixed martial arts dominate the combat sport landscape. No, UFC dominates the landscape. Don't stop it, bro. Boxers make more money than you. Y'all were cussing and screaming and crying. Under the proposed law, Unified Boxing organizations would be created as alternative sanctioning bodies to those currently in place, giving fighters greater freedom to choose where and when they compete. The bill also sets national minimum pay of $150 per round and requires at least $25,000 in medical coverage for injuries sustained during bouts. It includes further measures such as standardized medical exams, consistent anti-doping protocols, and bans the internal betting. Bans on internal betting. Critics warn of power imbalance. I can't see the chat right now, so forgive me. I'll be back to that in a second. I'm reading. Not everyone is convinced. The hearing also featured criticism from former UFC fighters, trainers, managers, and journalists. Notably, no active professional boxers were present. Opponents argue the UBO system could give large promoters too much control over both event organization and fighter contracts. All of that back-end money, here, say goodbye. Nico Ali Walsh, grandson of Muhammad Ali, voiced concern. Now, this is the grandson of Muhammad Ali. He voiced concern that the structure might recreate the UFC's model. Where one entity regulates, promotes, and determines fighter pay. Thank you. Some also question whether the proposed $150 per round minimum pay truly benefits professional fighters. Imagine you have to pay your own way to fly somewhere. You're getting $150 per round. What do? You drag the fight out? What if it's a 6-round fight? You done flew across the country or across the world for this? That truly benefits professional fighters, right? Really? Warning that the plan could weaken historic sanctioning bodies like the WBC, the BA, the BF, and the BO. Golden Boy Promotions founder Oscar De La Hoya criticized the commission's decision on Instagram. You know, I already mentioned that. It's clear that his opposition, his position on it is bullshit. It's clear. And they have the Twitter things and, you know, everything else. California's endorsement marks the first instance on the state level to institutional support of the bill. So outside of marriage, California is one more place you don't want to have a boxing event in. Now, you don't want to get married in that state, and you don't want to have a boxing event there. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop it right now. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Because what I'm not doing, I'm not fussing with airheads anymore over this, man, because we got real shit going on. We got real shit going on. Dead serious. I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not arguing with anybody anymore over this. Let that kid TikTok tank, whatever he's, you know, let him booty slap somewhere else. Let him booty slap somewhere else. Cali, salute. Cali, salute. Just now seeing you. Del Alexander, salute. This is stupid. We got real shit going on. I'm not trying to argue with people over chrome hearts, tattoos, and grease in their hair. I'm not doing it. This is bullshit. Coach Eddie in the building. Salute, brother. You're on mute. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Salute, brother. What's going on, man?
I'm chilling, God. I'm just annoyed with this. You know, we got real things going on, and I ain't finna argue over who's best in the world, because it's about to be no one in a minute.
Right. I just want to say everything that you've been mentioning is a concern. You mentioned the California Athletic Commission. Andy Foster is a former Georgia boy. He was the commission down here in Georgia where I'm at. He's a MMA fighter. He's an ex-MMA fighter. And they put him in charge of boxing. Let that make sense. Then he moved to California now. So he's the California Athletic Commission. His name's Andy Foster. Secondly, everything that you just mentioned is currently going on in boxing right now under the Ali Act, which I think was one way they was able to get this passed because they pointed to prior corruption. They looked at the history of boxing and probably used that as a catalyst to say, well, look, boxing is already corrupt. Because I can tell you right here, right now, what's going on these club level professional boxing. Not on the upper echelon, you know, with the Devin Shakurs and the Boots and the Wilders, you know, that's the upper echelon right there. On the lower level, these guys aren't getting paid. They're having to pay their own way to get on the card. The glove situation, guys bringing their own gloves. You know what I mean? Not just no. I mean, bro, it's the Wild Wild West. There's absolutely no glove testing.
Gloves, man, for real?
Oh yeah, facts. Bring whoever. Look, it's a Wild Wild West, man. As long as you're 10-ounce gloves, and they don't even have to be brand new, you can use them up to 6 times. Let that sink in. I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I witnessed. There is no drug testing. Let it no drug testing at all. Period. You can forget about that. The neurological exam just consists of, can you walk a straight line? Can you take your finger and touch your nose? And can you stand on one leg in some states? That is your neurological exam.
Oh my God.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, we got fighters paying their own way to get on these cards, selling tickets, not getting paid. It's so much corruption in boxing. People have no idea. You got guys, if you look at BoxRec, you got guys with records with like 4-7. These guys should be banned from boxing. This is the sport that we are in right now. You have guys who go from state to state, and as long as you don't get knocked out, you don't get suspended for 30 days. So you can fight, I think, within either 7 days or 14 days, if I remember correctly, unless they change something. You get stopped, you got to wait. It's automatic 30-day suspension. So guys just travel from state to state, just picking up paychecks. Sometimes having to pay their own way. The promoters who's promoting these shows, these guys are not really promoters, just money grabbers, man. They're doing something called paid bouts. You familiar with the term paid bouts?
No, educate me, brother.
Okay, brother. So let's say I'm putting on the show, right? Let's say I'm the promoter of the show. And let's say I got fighters. You want to put your fighter on my card. So you will pay me for the slot. And then you're going to pay your fighter's purse and the other fighter's purse. So basically the promoter is not paying anything at all. All I'm doing is providing a venue and a ring. And if you want to fight on my card, you have to pay me to put your fighter on my card. So it's a win-win situation. Not only that, I get the lion's share of the ticket sales. Bro, some of the referees are unqualified. I'm just gonna keep it 100. They let things go on. Guys get hurt all the time because these guys aren't watching out for the safety of the fighter. Some of these guys are overmatched, literally in Georgia, and just put my state on blast. All you have to do is go down there and just sign off. You don't really have to have any type of experience, to be honest. You just have to have somebody to say that you can box. Pretty much. There's really no digging into your boxing history. You don't have to show any type of credentials or anything. I can just walk you down there. I'm pretty sure you got some boxing experience, but all I have to do is just sign off. Say, hey, Drew can handle himself. Drew can box. That's it. $25, $40. You got a boxing license, bro.
They don't check anything. They don't want.
No, they ain't check.
They don't want to. Can we call this gym? Nothing.
Nothing. Sign your name on the dotted. Sign your name on the dotted line, man. And that's what it is. The East Commission is a wild, wild west. East Commission sets its own rules, man. Some states you had to have a neurological exam. Some states you don't. Some states your HIV is for 6 months. Sometimes some of them it's a year. There's no consistency. So with boxing being in the wild, wild west, it opened up an avenue for somebody to step in and be like, we need to clean this up because we see the inconsistencies with the scoring card. So many things that we can point to before Dana White even said his foot in the sport of boxing was let him gain footing in the toehold in boxing. And now all these commissioners, all these promoters are now scrambling, trying to get this stuff together, and they're standing in the opposition. But at some point in time, they were part of the problem. And that's what happened, in my opinion.
Man, we like I said, we did this shit to ourselves, man. We did it to ourselves. This is all our fault. Let me go to Insane was up next, and then I'm gonna go to Abel. Let's go.
Well, top of the AM to everybody. First of all, I got two things I want to speak on real fast. So the first one is about this whole situation in California with this thing with Dana White. I think that all these boxers, if you're not a new boxer, actually get into the game, just avoid him and keep going on with business the way business been going on, because there's competition in everything that you deal with. You know what I'm saying? For Walmart, there's a Target. For Foot Locker, there's a Sheik's. You know what I'm saying? So there's actually alternative boxing promotion and boxing venues that you can deal with. You don't have to deal with Dana White and whatever he got going on. But if you're a prospect, I believe it's the best way to go if you're not going to Top Rank. I believe that promotional companies like Top Rank and all these other promotional companies, I think they'll find a home. Maybe it'll be on DAZN where they have their own slots and things like that. And you know, there's always different venues to open up when it comes to prominent names like a Top Rank and all these other spots in the Golden Boy and things like that. You see Golden Boy found a home at the Zone as well, and that's actually flourishing. So anybody actually in that vicinity of the Zone, they're flourishing. They're showing you that we don't need whatever Dana and them got going on. They gonna need to find a home. They probably find FS1 or something like that. But on another note, you know what I'm saying? Drew, I told you I wasn't lying. I told you I wasn't lying. I told you that man said that. You didn't believe me, but I told you that man said that.
Well,
I
he
said
said
that.
it. You know, a lot of times, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm you know, y'all see all of this. This when I say that some of these cats be gay, y'all think I be playing. There's an element of comedy behind it, but y'all really see that it's not far off. It's actually quite accurate. And when you let these dudes talk, the truth eventually comes out. You know what I'm saying? They used to say that about Ego, and I'm like, whatever. You know, okay, y'all don't like him, y'all calling him out his name, I get it. And then he put out that love letter. And I was like, wait a minute, bro. What the hell is this? So you gotta do is just let these dudes talk. Let them talk, and you know, they'll tell you what they are. And at that point, you know that there's nothing you can say to bring logic to the situation. When a woman is sexually attracted to a man, there's nothing that they can say. There's nothing that they can. There's no logic. Yeah, Mag, I see you backstage. Give me a minute. Abel, go ahead, bro.
Oh, wait, Drew, can I say one more thing? Just one more thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, my last thing is when I said I had missed something on the beginning. I said, for prospects and young fighters and older fighters on the tail ends of their careers, like fighters that just need a couple of fights, catch a couple of paychecks, not anyone in their prime. That was all. I'm sorry, Abel. My fault.
Go ahead, Abel.
Hey, what's up, brothers? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so here's my 2 cents of the situation. What I believe here is that what Dana White is trying to do, here's what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do is he's trying to control boxing. Hey, somebody gotta go on mute.
Nah, I put him on mute.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the thing is, though, bro, like what Dana White's trying to do in simplest terms, he's trying to turn boxing into UFC. That's what he wants to do. And with Donald Trump as the president of the United States and as a close friend of Dana White, who's helped him bring the UFC to what it is now, it's going to happen. And what's going to happen here is that what Dana White's going to look to do is basically limit the fighters' pay, restrict the fighters' ability to sign to any endorsement deals, and literally trying to control the sport like he did to the UFC. This is why I was not happy with, and this a couple of weeks ago when Oddfella basically said, like, man, I like this revisionist thing, because he only read certain things that he agreed with, but he didn't read the whole thing. And when you just read it out loud, I said to myself, like, bro, you didn't read the whole thing. You only read certain things that you agreed with, but you didn't really put yourself into the position where these fighters are going to basically realize they're going to get screwed out of the pay. Just ask Francis Ngannou, John Jones, and even Eddie Couture. Remember, Eddie Couture tried to like put the Muhammad Ali into MMA before he got stopped by Dana White. So I'm just letting people know, like, bro, you understand that if when this is going to happen, because it will happen, states now could basically regulate things the way they want to with no consequence, and Dana White's not going to do nothing about it other than just push out fighters that he wants to favor to the mainstream white audience. Why do you think guys like Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor were pushed to the forefront, and they were able to sign any sponsorship deal with no consequence, while others weren't allowed to because they were subjected to the Reebok and Venom deals? Come on, man. Y'all got to see the play here, guys. Y'all got to see the play.
No, they don't see it. They don't see it, but we going to learn. All right, Mag, I'm going to take you off mute.
Yeah, man, I ain't trying to come in here and change the subject because I can speak on the topic because I mean, I got a few points on the topic too, but I just want to come in here to defend that little butterfly thing, right? And insane is crazy because yeah, see, that's why he's laughing. That's why he's laughing. Because first off, right, that's my man, so this ain't anything crazy. But he everybody that was on that panel, they knew exactly the thing that I said, man. It's just like the nerves, bro. It's like if your team is in the Super Bowl. Like every play that you nervous, you got butterflies in your stomach. Come on, y'all. Like, okay, so this fanboy thing and all that, can y'all change that, please? Because first off, Tank's not gay, and his fans ain't gay. I mean, so y'all got to come up with something else.
All right, all right. Talk to me about. All right. I'm done with that shit. Talk to me about Dana White and this.
All right. So yeah, I mean, so the thing is, right? They're getting tired of black people getting benefits in a big bag. Like it's simple. All this talking about what this league wants to do, that, bro, it's not that. It's just control. They're tired of paying black people. Bottom line, all this talking about business and all that, it don't got nothing to do with that. They're tired of people like Tank, Devin, and people like that, Buds, the Boots, and all them. Man, if they not trying to pay them dudes, man, they not trying to pay them. So
what about the brown people?
See, to me, that brown people thing is like, that's a 50-50 to me, because it's like,
what about
brown
the Russians? What about the Bivens and the Better Beavs of the world?
I mean, they white, bro. They white. So I mean, I'm not trying
they're
to
boxers though. They're
I
boxers.
know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't care about them. They're tired of paying like black people. They can't stand us. And I don't want and people in sports is like the biggest cover up of the racism thing. Like, it ain't true in sports and all that, bro. This shit has to stop. Because it's dangerous. Like, it's dangerous, bro. Like, Tank told people, and I ain't trying to bring up Tank, but Tank, I'm talking about, like, the point. Tank held out, right? And then people bashed him. His same color, they bashed the kid over it, right? But the whole time, though, someone put Tank up on the game. But y'all not talking about that point, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about control. That's all it's about. And they're tired of paying us. I don't care who come up here and talk about, you don't know what you're talking about, you're casual, you're this or that, bro. I got eyes.
Okay.
All right, and I'm 40 years old.
Who's not getting paid their worth in boxing right now?
No, that's so see, that's the thing. I'm trying to tell you that they're trying to stop that, bro. They're trying to stop that.
But I mean, not every boxer in the world is black.
No. True. I'm telling you is, see, the black boxers get paid, right? The most because they're the best.
You do? I thought Canelo was the highest paid boxer.
They're the best.
I thought Canelo was the highest paid boxer. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but Canelo.
Nothing black about him.
Yeah, I mean, but Canelo, he like bank companies, bro. Like, that's the problem going on with Tank right now. They can't pay Tank because they paid him. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. Well, whose fault was that? Was that Canelo's fault, or was that Al Heyman's fault?
Yeah, that's Al's fault, but I don't even think it was Al. Personally, I think it's what's his name, Kubis, or I don't know the kid's name, man, Louis the Kubis, whatever his name is. But yeah, but see, so that whole fight contract that Tank came out and told us about, right? People said, oh, he lied, he this. Man, that boy ain't got to come out and tell us no, you know what I mean? Lies? No, they lied to him. Like, y'all, like
so
people,
why did Al lie to Tank and say we got 7-fight deal with all this money on the table?
I don't think it was Al. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think it's Al.
All right, so who told Tank to say that?
I think Tank thinks that he's dealing, like he's talking to Al, but I think it's somebody else, because there's no way, right? There's no way that Tank, being the fighter that he is, you know what I mean, the attraction, right, that he is, y'all can y'all can try to say that he ain't all you want, but the people will tell you that Tank isn't an attraction. All right, there's no like he's pissed off right now because he can't get paid, and then they talking about bashing him over this Jake. He didn't have a choice. It's like it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't like the people.
Joe, he cannot pay the boy. Can't do it, bro. He can't do it.
What you say?
He can't do it.
Can't do what? Tell the truth?
All right. Let me hold on, man. Let me go to BVO, man. Go ahead, BVO.
Yo, what's going on, Drew?
Good, brother.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I'm learning about boxing, man, and shout out to I got some good people showing me the way. But a lot of stuff we see is smoke and mirrors, man. When now it ain't no secret. You know, I used to be a huge T.O. fan, but when I talked to him, he was pretty timid in real life. Like a lot of these guys, man, I think sometimes we forget that they at work and they just be trying to, you know.
Cry when you met T.O.?
Oh, I know.
Say it again. Here you go with the bullshit. I didn't cry
when you met T.O.?
Here you go. My wife said that that's not true.
BVO,
I was happy to see him.
That dude won't come near me.
Say it again.
That dude won't come near me. He knows exactly who the fuck I am. That dude won't come near me. He won't come near me.
You big as hell. That's probably why.
I won't come near you neither.
This motherfucker. I was talking to somebody and he went up there and greet that person, but when he got closer, he saw it was me. He went in the other direction.
Wow.
You're right. These niggas do be at work when they talking, because that mic not in front of them and they look around and like, oh shit, I'm by myself. The security ain't enough. But I ain't gonna talk on no tough guy shit. But I know exactly what you talking about. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying because afterwards we had went to it's a pizza place. We was in Brooklyn. Some Indian nigga was talking crazy, so I was, I felt like I better pull him over the damn register, man. And I'm telling you, man, my man was looking back and T.O. was in there by himself. I just never seen a dude. I never seen how like a lot of these dudes be scared to death, man. Like it's just be funny because I'm just learning a lot of stuff in boxing is all smoke and mirrors, man. Like the stuff with because I got to talk to Andre Berto and he gave me his number. And shout out to my man Mike Ferrero. I talked to him too. A lot of stuff be all money based, and I think sometimes as fans we get a lot of misinformation, man. A lot of bullshit information, and I think that's just what permeates through YouTube is a lot of bullshit information because a lot of guys don't have the money you think they have, and guys definitely don't have the control you think they have. Because even if you get a belt, like people don't know, Xander will control that WBO belt. I mean, they own the belt and him. You know what I mean? So it's just little things I'll say. I'm gonna work on it, and I definitely know you on it. Shout out to BFTB. We got to do more, let niggas know. Like a lot of stuff that y'all hearing is all lies and bullshit. It's not like you think it is. A lot of stuff you're hearing is lies. Like I was like Meek Mill's man, prime example. Meek Mill had a couple niggas with him. One dude was like their personal waiter, but he had a chain on. And then another nigga came that was with him, looked like Fat Albert, man, had on some cutoff pants, shirt too small, but he had a chain on.
You probably talking about Dean.
Yeah, I can't think of, I don't know who he was, but anyway, I'm just saying it's just funny how like you would think niggas a certain way, but it's just all smoke and mirrors, man. I hate to say that. All of it is.
I did security in the industry.
Yeah.
The 90s and early 2000s. I could tell y'all some shit. I'll take it to Patreon though. This is before the social media bang and everything else.
Yeah.
When I used to come back from working, the girls on the block were like, yo, how was this guy? How was that guy? Is he this? Is he that? I'm like, yo, your favorite rapper gay. Your favorite R&B singer gay. And I saw it my own 2 eyes. Oh, you just jealous because the term hater wasn't around back then. Yeah. You're just jealous. What am I jealous for? I worked with a security company that paid them, and they paid them, and I got paid, but I was around them, and they don't like you. Like how I say, the Tank fans are like the Republicans. They don't like you. Black Republicans, they don't like you.
Yeah.
Like what I was saying yesterday, they don't like you. I was telling the shorties, unfortunately, if the camera's on you, they'll be grounded on you and everything. But when he leave you, he get in that limo with his boyfriend, and I saw it with my own 2 fucking eyes. Crazy. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you. A lot of these cats, man, you see him in real life, man. T.O. standing in front of me. This dude, come on, bro. That dude's a midget. That dude is a midget. To me, he's a midget. That dude's mad small. So, you know, you talking real spicy in the city, you know, shit could have went left for him. But niggas, like I said, my group, you know, we parents and we got pension plans and all kinds of shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. I ain't trying to go sit down for nothing, for nobody. You know what I'm saying? This shit here is very simple to me. You know what I'm saying? And keeping it boxing, this is silly shit. This is silly shit right here. This is silly. What I'm talking, what Dana White's finna do is pretty much to keep it so simple. I like to keep it simple here because sometimes when you get technical, motherfuckers get the like venturing off like Pinky in the Brain and shit. You know what I'm saying? You start asking this motherfucker a question, he be like, yeah, sure, Drew. But me and Pippi Longstockings, what the kids look like? What the fuck you talking about, nigga? You ain't hear a word I said? Are you pondering what I'm pondering, nigga? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to have a real conversation. I'm telling y'all, we about to get what we technically asked for. Because when I was running around saying make the goddamn fights, everybody was talking about who made what and this guy don't sell and this, that, and the third. Man, get the fuck. Y'all did this. This is another self-inflicted wound. Don't cry later. And what's gonna piss me off is that the people with low attention spans, oh well, my guy's retiring, so I don't care about boxing no more. Or I got money to make. I ain't stressing like how you stressing. Yeah, this is something that I love, and I ain't want you around me in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
Boxing is deeper than one goddamn fighter.
Yeah, that's true.
Any fighter, I just want them to do what they said they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's true.
If you say you're the best, you got a bunch of fucking contemporaries. Fight them, man. Because when you don't do it, but you capitalize on your dollar, that's good for you, but it's bad for the sport because everybody wants to follow that lead, and it's bullshit, and it's to the point where they look at the people that's actually trying to do something and cut them down, like they did Bud, like they did Devin, like they did Deontay, like they tried to do to Errol.
I agree with
this
that.
shit. It's crazy.
I agree with that.
I'll just say this though, Drew. I think if you remember, like in the 90s, man, when we had all those good fighters, everybody focused on Floyd and Pacquiao. They didn't give a damn about Paul Williams. They didn't give a damn about Winky Wright. I mean, it's always been that way because no matter what we say, it's a lot of pickle pullers, man. People like the pickle pull, man, and that's just how it's always going to be.
People saying boxing is dead. It's not dead. These motherfuckers just don't know boxing. They ain't paying attention. Let me go to Abel because I know he at work. Go ahead, brother. You're on mute. Abel.
This supervisor probably came up. He had to be quiet.
All right. Well, go ahead, BVO. Well, whoever.
Hey, Drew, yo, did you ever think about doing the workout channel?
Did I ever think about what?
Like doing like a gym channel, the workout channels and shit like that?
This channel started out as that.
Oh, okay.
But my love for boxing just superseded everything.
Oh,
Hold on, Drew. Why that man want to see you work out, man? What's
nah,
going on,
bro?
man?
I'm saying that I'm trying to start to work out, bro. That's all. Come on, like.
Oh yeah, you need to. I'm just saying, like, why? I don't know, man. But how, my boy Drew, how you doing this morning, though, Big Drew, man? How you doing, man? You know I love your channel. You know I've been here for years, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of shit going on in my personal life. I've got to handle it today, but you know, I'm blessed, man. I'm up out the bed as soon as I wake up. That's a blessed day. But you know, I'm human. I get annoyed, and you know, boxing. To be very honest, this shit is exhausting. This shit is exhausting. I just want to. I would love, in a perfect world, just to get on here and have fights lined up, and we can have just a general conversation of who wins and why. I like having discussions about the X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? All of this business shit, it's really not my thing. It's really not. It's really, really not. I don't know everything, but I know bullshit when I see it. This is very simple. This is gonna hurt later. And I can't stand it, man. I can't stand it. Mook, what up, Mook? I can't stand it. It's bullshit. Abel, you there?
I agree with you.
Okay, can you hear me better
Oh,
now?
my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Abel.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
so, apologies about that. I was trying to fight the mute button because I was inside, but now I'm outside now. Okay, here's the deal about this. Remember what I said to you earlier that I said that Dana White is going to look to try to run this thing like the UFC? Well, here's the flip side to this thing is we are going to get the fights that we want, but at the same time, what they're going to do is they're going to try to push out the fighters that they want to push instead of the fighters that we know who are the best. But at the same, but here's the other problem. The other problem here is that when you look at this whole entire situation, a lot of it's on the promoters, a lot of it is on the sanctioning bodies, a lot of it's on the state commissions, and the biggest thing of all is a lot of it is also on the fans as well. Oh, somebody got to go on mute.
When she called me.
Okay, there we go. That was Max 7. Okay, so the thing is, this is all a self-inflicted wound because now this opened the door for Dana White and the people of TKO to run things in boxing now. And here's the scary part. He's got his buddy Donald Trump in the office, in the Oval Office. You don't think that he's going to look to see if his GOP buddies, who are basically discussing human beings, to push this to the forefront and push it to the House and the Senate to make it law, where basically all the state commissions have to obey to the new terms of the Ali Act. If you want to talk about something that's going to be more dangerous, this is going to even be far more dangerous. But if the fighters are smart, they should fight this tooth and nail to make sure that their rights are protected. But unfortunately, a lot of these fighters, are just too short-sighted to see the war that is being fought right in front of their faces. And I don't give a damn what Oscar De La Hoya says, because Oscar De La Hoya, truth be told, is responsible for a lot of the corruption that you see right now. Same with Bob Arum, same for Don King back in the day. A lot of these promoters are responsible for this. So this is something. Well, hold on a second. Don King was also responsible for some of the corruption. I said some, not all of it. Most of it was on Bob Arum too, and Golden Boy Promotions. You know what I mean? Some of that. But I'm saying is, this is a self-inflicted wound that boxing will not be able to recover from. And if you let Dana White run things like that, like he does with the UFC, where they basically censor people's pay, limit the amount of ability of fighters signing their own promotional deals, except for the white fighters, like Conor McGregor, I'm telling you, it's going to be a different ballgame. And most of your fans are not going to like what you're going to see. You don't like the fights that you want, but it's going to be a totally different product. I guarantee.
And it's not like MMA,
not lying,
where a lot of cats could just watch a cage match and get entertained by two guys you don't know. Boxing is not even a major sport in the United States anymore, because the boxing supporter pretty much in this country is non-existent. It's non-existent. These niggas are dumb as fuck. I'm just gonna say it. They're dumb as fuck. They're fans of fighters. Oh, he's from my city. Oh, this is my father's cousin, sister's, brother's, uncle's roommate. This is why I root for the guy. You're fans of that guy, and then when he gets knocked off, you turn coat, make memes of him, and it's over with. You know what I mean? So, I don't even respect it. I'm hard pressed to respect an American supporter of the sport. You got to show me. If you have no respect for the history and you have no clue as to why this shit here is dangerous, then I really can't speak with you, because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Black Martial Arts Society, salute, brother.
Hey, salute, family.
Yes, sir.
Man, I just came to add to what Abel was saying. You have to remember, back in the day, I forgot who said, it might have been Bob and Mayweather. They said the UFC is where they pretty much. This is how they said it. White boys couldn't compete in boxing, so they crossed the street to MMA.
I remember that.
Yeah. Floyd said that, but Bob Arum said the same thing. He's like, that's where you get the Nazis. If you look at the UFC, what's that?
It's all about race.
That's what he said.
If you look at the UFC's bottom line, like who they cater to, who their number one fan base is, majority of UFC fans are white males between 18 and like 30 or 40 or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
They can't identify with all these black men. And some people, some don't have a problem with it. Some are not fucking weirdos like that. Like, because I've had people that I look up to that were white when I was younger, but a lot of people aren't on that time. You know what I mean? So MMA is that product. You have to understand that fights are fixed in MMA. The rankings, the reason the Ali Act is there is to separate the rankings from the promoter. The UFC is both the controller of the rankings and the promotion. So what they said was, bro, if the UFC wants to get you beat, they'll get you beat.
Yeah.
Like if you piss off the matchmakers, all right, watch this. You're getting nothing but dickhead matchups until you lose. You're gonna fight on the undercard. We're suppressing you. They do all of that if you don't comply. Yeah, that protection is gone.
Hey, Drew, can I say this one thing?
And it will start to look like another color.
I want to say something too whenever I get a chance.
Because the Muhammad Ali Act, you got to realize, guys, this is about what happened to Felix Trinidad. This was about him trying to get out that bullshit contract he was in with Don. I think people don't understand when all they're trying to do is limit the fact that the promoter can't do. And I hate to say this because, I'm going to have him on the show soon, Uncle Carl. What Don would do was have Uncle Carl be your manager and he's the promoter. So he was only negotiating against himself.
Yep.
That's bad for boxing. I get it. We get it. He did that to Felix Trinidad. Shout out to Lindsey Graham, the great John McCain. They went out and did something about it and named the Muhammad Ali Act. What we basically seeing is really it has a chance of not working because we know for a fact Dana White been trying to get in boxing the whole time. But we see what's going on with PBC, seem like it's falling apart. We see Oscar still can't get his stuff together. American boxing has chosen this route, and now because just like every other time, whoever got money, they can turn boxing into his whore and take it where they want to go. We shouldn't be supporting no fights in no damn Saudi Arabia. Come on, man. If you think about it, going to that Swift card shit, let me know. A lot of stuff fighters say is bullshit. If they would take their money and spend their money, invest in themselves, they could have a business. They could do what they want to do. They wouldn't need the promoters as much as they say they do. And we don't get that because as fans, we're not realizing that most fighters are just like most average people. They're check to check. When I was playing football in the NFL, I'll give you an example. I made 1.4. You know how many people that made that same 1.4 and did the mistake I did and didn't pay and didn't say their money for the taxes? It's because when you get this kind of money, you usually from the ghetto. People who only person I can remember that came from a great home that boxed was Muhammad Ali. Everybody else that's in combat sports, football, boxing, it's because you lived in a fucked up place and you're trying to get out. So let's not forget that's the main thing what we dealing with in boxing, and we got to just realize it's more than just Muhammad Ali. Look about what happened to Felix Trinidad, man. I think that's the one time I thought Don was wrong. Don did Felix wrong, in my humble opinion, and I land my plane there.
You talking about financial?
Drew, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So let's not lose focus that the boxing game is a gutter. It is a sewer. It is a cesspool. It is a blood sport.
Entertainment.
So it's not like Dana White is dirtying the waters up any more than they already are.
True.
There's a thin line between the athlete and the slave. So let that sink in. It's a documentary called Facing Ali. In every nationality, race, or people have shed their blood in some type of combat sport. It was the Irish. They always exploited the immigrants when they came off the boat, put them in the fighting sports. Of course, the blacks have always been in fighting sports. The Argentinians, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, even the Englishmen, the Europeans, they have all participated in the sport of boxing. Now, UFC is just another branch of a gladiator sport. Boxing is a gladiator sport. UFC is a gladiator sport. At the end of the day, all race, nationality people are shedding their blood, whether in the boxing ring or whether in the UFC. It exploits poor people. Boxing UFC is an exploitative type of sport. It is. It's a blood sport at some point in time.
Well,
now there are some guys who get
fucked up, man. I'm going to do it. I don't know what it's like to be in the hood, bro. I'm going to do it. I never liked football, but my dad told me, "Hey, nigga, I don't got no money for you to go to college."
Now, I understand that, and I understand that, and that's a part that we live in, bro. I mean, that's a part of the game.
And see, but Tank told the truth too. He was like, bro, I just did it just to get out of my situation. And that's
Sugar Ray Robinson didn't even like boxing. He said, I just do it for the money. You know, so I mean, what is there to like about? But what is there to like about torturing yourself? Because in boxing, that's what you're doing. It's torture of your body every single day. You're taking punches to the body, to the rib, to the sternum, to your head, to your temple, to your jaw, to your nose, to your eye. No matter how great you think your fighter may be, he's getting his butt handed to him inside that boxing ring at some point in time, whether it be in sparring. It's just not, and that's where the matches come up at. Okay, we know what our fighter can do, what our fighter can't do. Let's find a favorable matchup, because we've seen them get crap kicked out of them in the gym by Joe Blow that nobody even knows. It happens all the time. It's a game. It's a promotion. You know, there's no such thing as an unbeatable fighter. Every fighter can be beat. Anybody can be knocked out. Some of them have been knocked out. You just don't know about it, because what goes on in the gym stays in the gym. But I'm gonna land my plane there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oliver McCall used to whoop Mike Tyson's ass in sparring, and that's why they never fought on a pro level. A lot of people don't want to admit that. That happened. He was his chief sparring partner, and he used to kick Mike's ass in sparring. Don't get it fucked up. Yes.
Yep.
That really used to happen.
I think the hardest thing, I get what you're saying, Eddie, man, but the hardest thing is when you're playing these combat sports, nobody's realizing you're usually coming from a really bad situation.
Yep.
I mean, prime example, I'm 35 years old and I can barely turn my hips. Why? Because I had to play injured, or I was going to not get an opportunity to play in the pros. So that's what I mean when I say, like, people don't even realize that in boxing, if you look at these guys' faces. I looked at Andre Berto. Andre Berto got a lot of money now. You can see the scars in his face. The man that gave it all to be on there. Prime example, Tio. His nose is crooked. I've seen a couple. Shannon Briggs. You can see the scars of what happens when you play these sports, man.
Think about the stuff that you can't. Think about the stuff that you can't see.
I know fighters right now.
Understand. Go ahead.
I know fighters right now that can't even bend some of their fingers to make a fist.
Yeah.
They can't. They can't do it anymore. They don't close. Their fist don't close all the way. You know when it closes? If you grab their hand, and they can close it. That's as far as their pinky could go, or their middle finger. Because that's from years of doing this damn thing. Look, this is a thankless sport, so I understand getting the max of your dollar and getting the hell out with all your marbles. If you can get in this game, if you can get in and out and maximize your dollar, and you're not talking funny, you took minimum damage, and you walked away with at least $5 million, then you up. And I understand that. I don't want to see any fighter struggling. At the same time, being that these fighters that were on top didn't take care of them. Look, fighters are a fraternity. They're supposed to help each other eat. But there came a point where the fighter on top knew that their contemporaries not only would have beaten them in the ring, but possibly dethroned them, and it would have cost them money. So they didn't grant them their opportunity. So when I bring up Tank and I bring up those 15 fucking names, I really mean that. I really mean that. It's a fraternity. And then the fact that he went about it, I'm not going to fight you. That's nothing to laugh at, bro. That is nothing to laugh at. Go ahead, but you don't even have an O anymore. You have a draw, and you don't even want to run that back. But you see, that type of, what they call it, the Floyd blueprint, these cats can't even do that. The Floyd blueprint has been played out. You can't do that no more. The PBC of doing things is done. This shit is over because nobody factored in Turkey Al-Sheikh coming in here and throwing all this bread around. But he's been throwing it around. It's a good idea. But now he got someone to pay attention to the bread that's being thrown around now. Now he got someone to oversee it. Overseer. Y'all know what an overseer is? The overseer rode on a horse and he made sure the slaves stood on the plantation. If not, he would shoot your ass or whip your ass. He rationed out the food and the water. That's an overseer. And eventually, he's going to be running boxing Under Zuffa, he's going to try and do away with the sanctioning bodies. He's going to run it like how the UFC is running it. Now, it might be beneficial for an up-and-coming fighter to go fight on Zuffa. It may be. But long-term, it's going to hurt. You got to preserve these young kids to a degree. And one thing I will say in Dana White, with the UFC, if you're a champion, you fight your mandatory. All right? These kids are going to be over there at Zuffa fighting every 3 months. To a degree, that's really not the healthiest thing. Sometimes you got to fight 2 times in a year and just sit out, depending on the competition. That's the health side. Not even business. That's the health side. That's right, Clarence. Y'all spoke to Junior Jones. Y'all ever saw that shit? It's ridiculous.
Hey, do you remember when Floyd
work? What'd you say?
I said, do you remember when Floyd C would tell Floyd, sit your ass down, relax, because he used to overtrain all the time? Relax. So this whole Zuffa thing, I don't think it's possible. That's why football's kind of going down. You can't play no damn 17 games. That's damn near impossible.
And people have to be in the mix to understand why you just said what you said. It's easy for some people that don't know. I've sparred a bunch of rounds. I've been hit and everything to the point where not only did my mama not let me, but when I sat back and thought about it, I said, shit, do I really want to even do this? I mean, that shit hurt.
Yes, sir.
That shit hurt, man.
And that's why
I had my last pro match. I was 38 years old. I was 38, man. My last professional boxing match, man. Now, you know what? I hung it up out there. I said, it's time. It's time, bro. I'm finished with it. I've been boxing ever since I was a teenager, man. And, thank God I got out with all my marbles and all my scruples, man. But it was time. And I want to say something real quick. Remember this. Boxing, any type of combat sport, always had a criminal element. The mob ran boxing, and they still do to this. If you go back and look at them 1930s, 1940s, and more black and white boxing films, when you see the Gillette razor with the little parrot guy come on in between rounds, there wasn't no ring card girls. Remember that. There wasn't any ring card girls back then. They used to bring the old fighters in before the fight. But you look ringside, you seen the suits, the cigars, the hats, the gangsters was surround the boxing ring. That's who ran boxing back in the day. That's who told you what round to go down in. That's who told you when you're going to fight, how you going to fight, whether you're going to win or you're going to lose. Ask Sonny Liston what happened to him. They found him with a needle in his arm. Ask Bobby Chad's dad. They killed Bobby Chad's dad. The gangsters did. The mobsters did. See, a lot of people don't know about that criminal element. I'm not saying people on this panel, but there is a criminal, sinister element in boxing, and it still does. Aegis. The Eagles, y'all familiar with Eagles? A lot of the fighters that come from the UK, they are the Ukrainian fighters. They have a Russian mob behind them, man. They're mobbed up.
Of course.
Callahan, mobbed up.
Alexander Povetkin, his dad was mobbed up, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, like I say, this is not like boxing is not ballroom dancing. All Dana White is doing is jumping in another pit full of snakes. That's all he's doing. He's getting in a dirty game. Now, is he gonna make it dirtier? Possibly, but the water's already dirty enough. It's muddied up. That's why he was able to get in anyway. It's the wild, wild west, man. You can absolutely do whatever you want to do in boxing.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad business, man. The Daniel Kinahans of the world. We ain't just making this shit up. A lot of y'all just think. I'm not saying y'all on the panel in the chat. A lot of people think they train and they get in there and fight, may the best man win. Now, there's a lot of elements behind this shit. Bob Arum was one of the biggest gangsters in the business, man. Y'all forgot the FBI raided his goddamn his place of business. So it's not the whole time they put the microscope on Don King. Bob Arum has been around just as long as Don King. What the fuck we talking about here? Guys gotta wake up. BVO, what is I'm talking about right here, bro? BVO.
What did he say? I can't see it. I'm driving.
He says, I know why your wife be mad at you a lot. It's because you can't dance bachata. Your wife Dominican?
Yeah.
Oh shit. He's firing shots. You said you can't dance bachata.
Damn, you want to take that?
Well, the last thing I need is a Puerto Rican that still talking shit about me. All I can say is that Tommy's my guy, but I lost my phone, man. I lost my phone, and the man tried to help me look for my phone. It was in his pocket the whole time, so you can't trust him.
Oh,
that's my guy, man. Love him to death. You know, he cried like a newborn when he met Xander. Alexander, could he comb his hair and all that? So, shout out to my man. No more TD. It's Puerto Rican Fight Fan. That's his new name. That's his new name. Love to my guy. Tommy, my brother, man. Shout out to Tommy, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna pack this up. I gotta get my day started, man. My knee killing me today, man. But whatever, it is what it is.
All right,
man.
brother. Salute, man.
Man, salute, Coach.
Hey, try that Triflex, Drew. I don't know if you ever used that. That's something I use called Triflex.
What's that?
It's like for joints. Like if you got like low issues with the joints, look it up. It's called Triflex.
Oh, I'm gonna Google that, man. Yo, let them know where they can find you, good brother.
Oh man, you can find me BBO Boxing TV, man. Hey. We do cover the Spanish dudes. Yeah, BBO like the Spanish fighter, but I like a couple brothers too. But check us out. That's all I got.
All right, good brother. My brother, Black Martial Arts Society, man. Let them know how they can find you, good brother. You're on mute.
You can find me on Black Martial Arts Society on the YouTube.
Yo, it's Monkey Tuesday, y'all.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
Hey, yo. Niggas told me to play this. They said Mag 7 be like.
I used to suck dick for coke. I seen him.
It's not me. Not a roaster's on, man. It's whatever, man. Salute to everybody. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Super Chat, man. Take care of yourselves and each other, man, on some Jerry Springer shit. After creating all that ruckus, he said that at the end of the show was a one big contradiction, man. Bronson on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.